All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone because that's where I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Yahweh is the true name of the God of Israel. Yahweh Shai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one and only true name is Yahweh Shai. And, for the brothers and sisters that might be on the comment board and that, watch this video, shalom to you. And pretty much, I like to keep up with the current events that's going on. So I found it, weird that, a couple weeks ago, really going back to last year, they made an announcement that they was going to close this social media app called Google Plus that, brothers was on. They were sharing information or articles. They had like the different communities and stuff set up where they had like the different illustrations, the scriptures and camp signs and stuff like that. Pretty much just spreading the truth. And they closed it. And then I came across, this video that I'm going to let play. It's like 12 minutes long. And, this is a person's channel that, I've been watching a lot lately. Now, this guy, I only watch it for like updates, little key updates. He has a lot of videos that's pretty much is his opinion with like evidence and proof. But I'm talking about as far as prophecy is concerned, he has a lot of good content. All right. But he doesn't know that he's the Israelite or nothing like that. He's just a regular, so-called Jamaican, which, you so-called West Indians, Jamaicans, your Israelites from the tribe of Benjamin in the scriptures. All right. And he uploaded this video saying, why is Google helping the police to arrest people? So as I was watching the video, I got like 10 minutes in. I was like, you know what? Let me share this information. So I'm going to let the video play. But before I do that, I'm just going to read the scripture real quick. And then I'm going to come back. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. At least Satan should get an advantage of us, which Satan is referring to these elites. All right, the central bankers, the people you call Illuminati, Freemason, whatever secret society you want to call them, shadow government. These are the people that's in charge on the planet Earth right now for a particular period of time. The so-called white race, which are the Edomites in the Bible. And their whole agenda is to microchip you. All right, so they have they're getting their technology set up, to go along with this mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip implant. So I'm going to finish the scripture, getting advantage of us, referring to, the brothers that's awoke to the prophecies in the scriptures that know our true nationality, that we're Israelites. All right? That's hastening the coming of the Lord according to the scriptures. For we are not ignorant of his devices. So we're not ignorant of his devices. You go to download these apps and sign on these different sites, and they want to know your location. They give you the option if you want to share your location or not. But why do you have to do that for? Why can't you just visit the have the app or visit a specific web page and just scroll up and down there? Why do you have to share your location? So what you're gonna find out in this video is that if you have a Gmail account, the police, FBI, CIA, they be going through your email. And pretty much us brothers in the truth, they setting us up to be persecuted. So that's why I wanted to, do this stream real quick and show you. All right, they're gathering information on us because what's connected to Google, YouTube ultimately. So I'm gonna let this video play and enjoy the video. All right, and then after the video, I'm going to come back and finish it off with some scriptures.
Back on again. And I guess the so-called mainstream ready to give you some truth, huh? Now, before I get into this video, I'm going to just send out a message to that Susan, the character that run in YouTube. We already know what you're doing, trying to block the fucking truth. And I already give you a damn breakdown and show the masses that you are a fucking drag on the masses. And I got something exclusive coming up for your dumb ass. You need to leave the mag channel alone. Let it thrive. Just like you push those sodomite channels, let the mag channels thrive. Stop holding down my channel. And I'm telling you right now, people, I can't even like somebody comment. If I leave an answer or comment, I'll like the comment, go back in a few seconds, it's gone. Why is that? This is some dumb shit, and a lot of people told me when they like the video, YouTube basically take back the like. Are you kidding me? Same shit they do with the subscription on this Bit of Truth. What's going on? I told you, bitch, you need to leave the mag channel alone. No doubt about it. We're gonna break down this so-called Google. As you know, Google and YouTube is the same fucking trickery they use on the masses. No doubt about it. Government run shit. Let's get into this one. Bam.
Law enforcement agencies are now using Google to track down suspects. The tech giant.
Yes, they're using Google to track down suspect. If you're new to this, then you're dumb. That's what you need to understand, that this right here is all by plan. Google is a government run shit. Government is what? The CIA, FBI, and the fucking elite. They're all tied up in one bundle. What you think going on right here? You're surprised that Google actually working with the police? Wake your ass up.
Uses a database called Sensor Vault, though you may be more familiar with the term. It's called Location Services.
For police, the function acts like a dragnet, locating every device near a crime scene.
Dragnet located every device in the close of a so-called crime scene. But it is bullshit, people. Google is the fucking laws. 100%. The CIA people, they come up with this shit right here to make it much more easier in this new world order to track down everybody. The mass is not gonna get it. What you think gonna happen if Google got your information? Of course, the police got your information. Bam.
And according to a New York Times article, requests by investigators to use Sensor Vault database have risen sharply in the last 6 months. So,
Risen in the last 6 months. I told you, this is how they trick the dumb people. They're never gonna tell you that they're all in one, fooling the dumb people, capturing every fucking information that they can capture from the people. That's what their job is, no doubt about it.
For Valentino DeVries joins us now. She's the author of that New York Times report. Thanks for joining us. Thanks. So I just learned about this. We were just talking. If you
Yes, you just learn about it. Of course, they're full of shit. 100% in. They act like they're just like normal people, but you better wake up. They're here to fool the normal people. That's why they're here.
are fans of the podcast To Live and Die in LA, the last episode, they talk about this, how Google is keeping track of everything.
News flash, out there breaking fucking grounds. You better wake your ass up. Of course, I told you every time that they've been watching you to every fucking device that you have connected to this Google. Any fucking one of these social networks you connect to, of course, they got a chance to watch you, build up a pattern on you, so they could basically sell you shit, know everything about you. So, of course, and then the laws got their hands in it also, because it's the laws that came up with it in the first place. Look how they go keep your ass in order with this shit right here.
Not just things that you Google, but a whole lot of other information about you. Like
It's practically a one-stop shop. And Google keeps a lot of information on your emails. If you use Gmail,
You see, use Gmail and they ride you. Wow, I told you, people, I give Google a number just to confirm my account. I've so-called verify my account, and as soon as I give it to them, all spam calls. Wow, all robocalls, all spams start corralling the damn phone. Why? Google is a part of the fucking trickery. And the masses, those are the one who's stealing your information. The same fuckers that want a commercial, send you a commercial on the phone. Yes, for what? For the Google store? For the Google Play Store? Of course, it's them, people. 100% Google is a rigged shit.
your search history, which is
search
incredibly valuable.
Yes.
And,
They watch what you search and they keep it on record, building up a pattern on the masses. Wow.
other things about you if you use Google services, especially if you have an Android phone.
Bam. There you go. Especially if you have an Android phone, but they're selling that shit real nice. Like if you have an Apple, they won't tap in on you. In a world of hurt, of course, it's the same thing. Apple just keep it on a down low, playing the good guy. Like they
Yeah, before I play the video, another thing that, you brothers and sisters, if you're not in the know, Samsung, Android, they create the chips that's used in these Apple phones. So really, it's the same company. All right. It's no different than, Democrat, Republican, and secretly, they both fall on the same side. It's just for show. It's just for competition to make money off you. All right. Samsung produces the chips for Apple. So all these, the AX chip and the A12 chip, all that's produced by Samsung. So the fact that the lady said that it only works for Android, it's not true. It works for Apple just as well. Because I have an iPhone X, and when I download or sign into an app, it wants me to share my location. So it's not just Android, it's Apple too. So I'm gonna go back and play the video.
They're saying that they're not gonna sell information, they just use it to make the customer better or make it better customer service for the people. But guess what? Google tell you straight up, they about business. Commercial, advertise shit on you, shit that they think that you might need because of the last search that you made. Wow.
They track location a lot of times,
and track your location. Wow.
Really be valuable to police.
And this is more accurate than the pings. We always hear about the cell phone pings pinging off the cell towers. But in terms of the location, this is more accurate.
Right. And from a law enforcement perspective, I think this is really exciting for them because...
Oh, it's really exciting. How long they've been using this shit on the masses? Tell the masses how long they've been using this shit to capture so-called crooks. Of course, that's what they do. Wow.
As cell phone towers, it's just the phones that are connected to that tower, and it has, you think about it, a pretty wide range, right? But Google is using GPS. They're even using the Wi-Fi that are around your phone, just in the media.
Even the Wi-Fi that's around your phone, Google is also using that to manipulate you. There you go.
Vicinity, and it can be a lot more precise.
So it's important for law enforcement agencies to use this service because it does help them catch criminals. But could innocent folks be entrapped as well?
Of course.
Yes, and actually that's one of the things we found in reporting out this story was there was a man who was arrested based on this data and kept in jail for nearly a week. And then he was released and another person was arrested. And the details are unclear, but it seems as though the first man may have logged into somebody else's phone to...
And anything they bring you people is all bullshit anyway, but you better know it's dangerous for Google to handing out your information to everybody because, of course, Google have a lot of information, more than you know, and you no doubt about it. And I told you people, don't trust them. Wow. You think it's new? Okay.
Check his account or may have left his phone somewhere. And so it looked as though he...
Listen if this sound like it's real, people. Listen again.
His phone somewhere. The first man may have logged into somebody else's phone to...
He may be logged in somebody else's phone. If you log in somebody else's phone to do something on it, it's still gonna pick up that it's the same person's phone. You're not gonna pick up that you log into somebody's phone. What kind of trash is that? Listen again.
Other person was arrested, and the details are unclear, but it seems as though the first man may have logged into somebody else's phone to check his account or may have left his phone somewhere. And so it looked as though he was at a murder scene.
Looked like if he was at a murder scene. Wow, come on.
Police have now released him and arrested somebody else.
Do we know how long Google keeps this information?
Forever. They're not gonna throw away nothing. It never expire. Of course, they go keep it. The more information they have on you, the more they can build a picture of you. Of course.
Do they know what my, 15-year-old self or whatever had been Googling?
So it depends on the service. So this information that's in this Sensor Vault database is kept if you have a certain service called Location History on that allows you to get recommendations based on where you've been. So like if you go to ski resorts a lot, you might see...
yes, that location history, you have to make sure you turn it off. But I already know people, they have numerous ways to track you on those devices. I can't even confirm to you that if you turn that off, it's gonna be good. Of course not. Of course, they have a lot of ways to get through to you on that phone. No doubt
ads
about
for
it.
skis and things like that. And that is kept if you have opted into it until you delete it. So you can actually go in and kind of look at your Google account and delete some of this information.
Wow.
You can delete the search history that's associated with
Yes, you can delete it because that's what you'll be able to see. You can delete that. But of course, Google can always fucking see it because they're not deleting it. Okay, that's what you need to
your
get.
account. But in a lot of cases, otherwise Google will just keep it indefinitely.
Is Google the only company that uses this type of service?
They're the only company that has a database of locations that is.
This is the company that they're basically gonna put out there that they all have your info. All of them have it, from Amazon all the way down to your damn Facebook. All of them in there.
This extensive. So Apple, if they collected location
Oh, if they collected, here we go with the Apple, saving the Apple as a good guy. But I already told you, the Apple is in on it also. They're just not doing no damn commercial out there, and they want to paint the Apple as the good guy. That's why they're doing it. Of course, they're collecting the same damn info as Google.
data this way, there's so many iPhones, they could have something similar, but they say that they don't do that.
Oh, they say that they don't do that. Okay.
It's not accessible in the same way that this Google information is, because they have a slightly different business model. They're
got
not
you.
going
We
for
believe
ads,
you.
they're trying to sell you phones.
So this is an option that we would have opted into without even really thinking about it, right?
No, it's on from the jump. She said go ahead and turn off location services, but guess what? Why is it on in the first place? Why it's not up to the so-called consumer, mind to turn it off or on? Why is the hell they give you what is already on? Of course, it's a trick.
Right, it's the sort of thing that you would get prompted to do to get, traffic alerts or geotagging on your pictures and things like that. So I think a lot of people opt into it. It is opt-in, but they might not.
If you even turn on the weather, yes, you have to give them your location at all times. Keep the location on. They got you, people. No doubt about it. If you want to get the weather basically stabilized on your phone, you could look at it and you see the weather, the temperature, whatever. Yes, they basically watching you, following every move you make. That's how they do it. Like I don't tell you, it's a lot of ways that they have to track you on those devices. Don't just fucking Google or even the YouTube. I already told you. It's
All right, so you got to watch the video. Hopefully you was edified by that video. So all this is about. This is Bible prophecy. All right, us Israelites, even you people that call yourself conspiracy theorists, the government, they don't want you a part of their New World Order. You're a threat to the New World Order because you're rebellious. All right, you bring in views that go against their New World Order. You're not stupid like the masses. All right, but mainly they want to come after the Hebrew Israelites. So this is stuff that Yahushua and the disciples and men of the Lord was given a warning about. All right, the time was going to come where we was going to be persecuted. So you brothers, that's in the truth, that that you Israelites, you go on the highways and byways. This is not no fucking game, because a lot of you just want to just be down. But you don't understand, really what you're a part of. The day is going to come where, you're not going to be around your kids. You're not going to be around your wife. You're not even going to be around other brothers. All right? You're going to be, some of us is going to be thrown in concentration camps. And you got to be meditating on that. All right? The truth is it's not a cakewalk. All right? You're not just going to be chilling on your way to the kingdom. No, we're going to suffer, all right? We're going to suffer persecution. Right now, the FBI, the CIA, the elites, they got their different agents in these different various camps. You got camps like IUIC, they're detectives, they're cops. How else would you be able to get away with a murder charge? You had that woman that just died. I don't even remember her name, but you had a woman that was just murdered. That was a part of the IUIC congregation. All right? How the hell are they able to get away with that? Because they're Masons. They're Masons and they're cops. They're informants. They're detectives. So this is the type of stuff that's going on. So all you brothers that's on YouTube, you might be thinking like, oh man, I only got 1 view, or I got 2 views, whatever, 1 or 2 views. It could be an elect member. 2, it could be a cop that's watching you. All right, because there's something called Project Megiddo, and the Hebrew Israelites, which they label us as black Hebrew Israelites, but we're not black. They got us on that list, all right, to kill us and to guillotine us, because they know for the most part the Israelites is not going to bow down to no New World Order or accept no chip. It's already written, all right. So it says, yeah, and all that live godly in Hamashiach Yahushua shall suffer persecution. So the day is coming where we're going to be persecuted. And like Apostle Gabal said, he said, don't be surprised if the day comes where, brothers' faces is on the news. And that actually happened. Fox News, all right, CNN, kinda, and various different other, clips of, the different brothers in the camps that showed up on the news. All right? So it's coming. Matthew 24:9, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Because all nations, they hate us. They don't like this message. Oh, you guys are twisting the Bible up. Oh, that don't mean this. God loves everybody. Anybody could be an Israelite. Anybody could be a part of God's covenant. This is what the world is saying. But when we, the Hebrew Israelites, you see us with our garments on, we do the street preaching. The world has a problem because they hated Yahushua. When you read John chapter 15, verses 18 through 20, Yahushua told us about these things that was going to come to pass in the future. All right? They killed us 2,000 plus years ago, and they going to kill some of us now. Some of us is going to have to be martyrs and get our heads chopped off. All right? So that's what's going to happen. They're going to deliver us up in these concentration camps. And they going to give brothers the option. And that's the hour of temptation. Because you're going to be tempted. They might have your wife and your kids there. They might have your best friend. They might even have a dude that you was cool with in the camp. And, all this time, you didn't even know the nigga was a cop. And that he was an agent. And then he come to you like, yo, like you my boy, but, take this chip. That's the hour of temptation. You don't know, we don't know exactly how the Lord is going to tempt us as each individual, man or woman, because women are going to be tempted too, all right? Teenagers. I'm just giving, examples, all right, according to the scriptures. So they're going to deliver us up in these camps, and they're going to give us the option. Are you going to take this chip, or are you going to get guillotined, all right? And some people is going to fold at the very last moment. Lord willing, I'm not one of them, but some people are going to fold at the very last moment. They're going to be like, damn, I'm gonna have to die. You're going to see your kids crying. You might see your kids saying, oh, daddy, don't take it. A lot of people is going to fold. But remember what Matthew chapter 19, verse 29 said. Yahushua said, he that pretty much forsaken, he that pretty much, doesn't forsake everything can't be my disciple. So you're going to have to forsake children, wives, that might have to happen. So you got to be in that spirit. You got to be in that mindset, and you always got to be watching. All right. Sometimes you be chilling. You might be with your woman or whatever. You might just be doing your little personal activities you like to do, but always have that eye of watching out for prophecies and, looking out for things. Because, like I said, when this EMP attack comes, this is the perfect thing to shut the internet off. That's the perfect thing. Remember what the scriptures say in 1 Thessalonians 5:3, when they shall say peace and safety. Right now, people is chilling. Everybody's trying to join forces and march for this Nipsey Hussle garbage. So we just got to be watching for prophecy. We got to be focused on prophecy. All right? Like I said, I ain't going to make this video too long. In and out. Revelation 2:10, Now, this was dealing with John the Revelator when he was actually on the island of Patmos, but this applies to right now because the scriptures is twofold. Because you might have guys out there that's like, oh, that don't mean that. Well, you can apply it to right now because some of us is going to be beheaded, like it says in Revelation 20:4. Revelation 2:10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. So don't fear none of the things you're going to suffer. Why? Because there's a reward. All right? There's always light at the end of the dark tunnel. All right? The dark tunnel talking about the hour of temptation. The light is Yahushua, salvation, eternal rest. The extraterrestrial bodies that the elect of the nation of Israel is going to get. You know? The kingdom of heaven, rulership in the kingdom of heaven as Israelites. That's stuff that you need to be focused on. You know, focus on glorifying Yahweh and his son Yahushua and spreading the gospel to the Israelites, which are the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Continue to spread the truth unto death. And the Lord is going to fight for you. All right? It's going to be a crown waiting for you. So it says, behold, the devil. Who's the devil? These central bankers. All right? The so-called white race, the Edomites. It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Some of us is going to be caught up and thrown in them concentration camps. We don't know how long we're going to be in there, but we're going to be tempted like a motherfucker, though. It says that ye may be tried. You're going to be tried. You know, you might go days without eating or drinking. Mind might play tricks on you. It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, you know, a certain amount of time. It don't necessarily have to be 10 exact days. It could be whatever time the Lord wants. Because remember, when you read 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, the Lord is not going to tempt you above your limit. He's going to put you through things if you're part of the elect that he know you could get through. Regardless on the outside, how people might look at it and be like, damn, that's fucked up. Damn, why that brother got to go through that? Well, the Lord is the one that's putting that particular, you know, that particular test on that brother or sister. It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Because that's what you want. You want to be one of the men, you know, that get that crown. You know how beautiful that's going to be? We've been prophesying about Yahushua for years, some brothers, you know, decades. And to finally see the Lord face to face, bowing down before the Lord, getting a crown by Yahushua himself. That's an amazing thing to be a part of the first fruits. So what we got to continue to do is, you know, keep on prophesying, you know, keep the spirit burning, you know, go on the highways and byways, spread the gospel. Just do everything that the elect would do. All right? So hopefully, you know, this was edifying. Shalom.